Hello and good morning. The first two case reports didn't turn up as much as I'd hoped, but never fear. Martha wanted to talk to me about some local attraction spots that I can cover in my tourist guide over some pancakes. Something's bound to turn up from that.
My stomach hurts. It was the pancakes. There were too many of them.
Okay. I think I've put most of it down. Martha was talking about some cave system beneath the town well that was naturally carved. Don't know how that works, I never passed geology, but she says it's beautiful in a creepy sort of way. I've never been underwater spelunking either, but it can't be that hard, right? I found the well, but the place is gated off by the owner. A man named Captain Joe has a diving shack up front, but it looks like it'll break down at any moment. Hey! Captain Joe, you in there? Hello? Anyone? Huh. Maybe he's gone diving himself. I don't see anyone in the window. Whoa, wait. He has an entire fleet of ships and bottles, though. Maybe he was a sailor in his early years. Or a pirate. Maybe he was a sailor and a pirate. Oh man, I gotta meet the sailor pirate guy. I mean, he'd be great to interview, right? It seems I'm gonna have to do some investigative journalism now too, though, which is also exciting, but not as exciting as meeting a pirate sailor. I'm in Captain Joe's backyard, and this place is like so cool. There's this giant boxed pumping machine that has two tubes attached to it, and one of the tubes has oxygen going through it. I think it's oxygen. They're like little bubbles that are going up through it. And one of the tubes is in the well, so maybe that's the captain making his dive right now, and that's the oxygen that's being supplied to him right now. Okay, breathe. Calm down. The other tube's tied up in an oxygen tank, so I think that's the second one that's meant to be going down with him if he had another person involved. And, there's also a second broken down shack that's like the miniature version of the one up front. I'm gonna pry the door open. Hard enough to open the door, but soft enough that the entire thing doesn't come crashing down on me. I didn't bring the place down, which is a surprise, because I felt like I was using enough force to bring it down. The shack's a supply closet with diving equipment, and there's helmets and bulky suits in here and spare air tanks too. All of this stuff looks a little dated though, like something that could have came out of a classics magazine in sepia. I've only ever snorkeled, and that was when I was around 7 or 8, so my diving experience is very limited. Maybe these suits are just fine. Oh, something's coming up from the well. I don't think it's Captain Joe because the shape's really small, and the water's pretty dark, so I can't make out what this small thing is. Oh, it's starting to come up. It's a bottle, and it has a paper in it. Give me a second. Okay, it's a message from Captain Joe. It just says SOS on it. No description on what his problem is, and I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to do at this point. I feel like I should go to the police and tell them that someone's in trouble, but I'll sound crazy. Like, hello officer, I broke into someone's property and apparently he's in trouble, so could you please help me out? I'd be arrested on the spot for trespassing, right? Yeah, that's a thing. Yeah. I have to help the captain then. It's been about an hour and a half. Had to drive back to my room to get some equipment for this. Even though I'm diving into uncertain deep, my job as a field reporter comes first. The recording pack's itchy within the suit, and the suit's really heavy, too. The air thing is pumping, though. Did you know that these diving suits have a little gauge for air on the sleeve? I didn't. I think that's pretty cool. Pretty scary. Really scary. Pretty cool, too. I hope things are okay down there. Alright, this is it. I'm going down. Oh, I'm sinking in the water and it's cold. Like it was cold when I was picking up the bottle, but it's cold even now within the suit. I thought that there would be some insulation in here, but there isn't any. God, this is amazing. It's terrifying, but amazing. I'm looking at markings carved on the well. Numbers counting down, I think in knots? No, knots are a ship thing. It's fathoms. Leagues? Like 20,000 leagues under the sea? Point is, I'm going down and the numbers are saying that I'm going down. I know there's supposed to be a flashlight on here somewhere. The light's not helping much. I can't even see the bottom, unless the bottom's just an empty black mass. In which case I can see the bottom, but there's no bottom to speak of. And it's just really, really far away. Oh, hold on. There's something faint. I can't make it out. It's a red light. And it's blinking? Let me get a closer look. I can make out something big in the water. A building? It's a building. What's a building doing down here? The light's at the top. Okay. There's a hatch here. I guess that makes this the entrance? Alright. I'm gonna try to open it. I can't tell if it's budging or not. Jeez. My arms hurt. That's definitely counting for arm day. Now to close the damn thing. Alright. There should be some way to drain this room of water. Okay, so I press this thing and... Whoa! This is straight out of a science fiction movie. Ugh, it smells like wet garbage. I hope this captain guy's down here. This place is creepy. Feels like it's haunted and it's ominous and the place creaks every now and again when I walk from hall to hall. There are vats of green gloop and stuff marked on them. Not in any language I know. Not in a language I've ever seen before either. And I've seen plenty languages. I've seen like 8, 9 total. No, this language is in symbols. Some of the other vats have fish and pink fleshy stuff floating around. Eyes, mouths, vines. There's a couple of labs down here with test tubes and other equipment too. I don't know what they do. There are marks on the walls also. Some clean and some not so clean. Is it an experiment gone wrong? Getting this building down here is one thing, but all of this stuff looks like it costs a fortune. Whoever Captain Joe is, he definitely has something to hide down here. But someone or something got to him first. I found a room. I think it's the main room, and it has this large monitor with an equally large keyboard. The marks led me here, but there's no sign of anyone or anything. This whole room reminds me of something straight out of a Saturday cartoon. You know the ones, those giant secret layers that villains usually hide in when they plan to do evil or destroy the world or something. I half expect someone to pop out of the floor through some secret hatch and monologue at me. Ha-ha! You have found my secret lair. My message for help was but an elaborate ruse. Dear Nick, you have fallen for my trap. Prepare to be destroyed by my slow and overly complicated weapon. That'd be fun to deal with. Huh, I wonder. Oh, big red button means on then. I'm now convinced this captain is a cartoon villain. I'm not a hacker guy, but I wasn't expecting this computer to be running Windows. There are just files scattered all over the desktop. Most of these documents are just papers talking about 2 projects and a series of experiments for one of them. Other documents are smaller, like they were scanned in through a machine with whole pages blacked out, like the words in the reports were just replaced with a black box. Can't make heads or tails of any of this, at least not right now. From what I can tell though, the first project ended in failure. The details behind the second project are hidden behind those black boxes, so I have my hands tied on that one. Does this thing have a USB port? It does? Wait, huh. Click me. Huh. It's a video.
Is this thing on? Hello, my name is Joe Clark, and if you're watching this, a couple of things might have happened. I think the first thing I should say is, welcome to my lab.
There are cookies and milk in the fridge, and you're welcome to use the guest room if you don't mind the creaking. A more serious issue, I'm probably gone at this point. Maybe. Well, you know. Anyway, I've been collecting reports on things happening in the town for a while now. I found this place abandoned about 3 years ago? Completely abandoned. Someone's been conducting experiments on the town. They might have found me this late in the game. Don't know how they do it, and I don't know who or what it is, but this place is no longer safe. Turlington is no longer safe. It's a real bummer, too. I was about a week away from adding finishing touches to the foyer. Thanks for trying to help, whoever's watching this.
These are some pretty good cookies. My respects to the chef. I did find a room with a label on it that read escape bay, but there wasn't anything looking like a pod or a ship or something meant for a person to use as an escaping thingy in there, but... Oh, okay. I think it's time to go. Something's been hitting the building. Whatever it is, it's trying to take the place down. Good. Now where's that? There. Okay. No need to rush. Just breathe. There's just something huge trying to kill me on the outside. Nothing major. Just have to relax and breathe. Steps. Think of the steps. Step 1 is not to die. Okay, that's a great step. Let's concentrate on that step and worry about the rest of it later. Can't see anything out there. Then again, this flashlight isn't that helpful. I can faintly make out the hole and that it came down from. I think that's my cue to get out of here. The room is close. I can see it. If I can only get to it. If I can swim harder, faster. Don't look back. Don't panic, Nick. Don't die as an intern. This might be a safer distance to look back. What kind of fish is that? It's all bloated and it has tiny fins and it's ramming itself into the building. Oh god, it stopped. It's ramming. It's coming to me. It sees the light. Oh man, I can make it. Never again. I'm in my room. I got home last night and just fell asleep instantly. Yesterday was a little too close for comfort, with a giant fish that tried to eat me being a highlight of it all. Why was that thing down there? I could have sworn it wasn't there when I went down the well. Well, I won't be able to go down the well anymore. It's been blocked up. It's completely destroyed. I looked over the files again that I was able to pick up and started adding onto the wall, printing things out. Joe was piecing something really big together, but I don't have all the pieces. All I have are the corners, but the best reporters started like this, right? I sent an email to the boss, but it didn't go through. I'll try again later tonight. Oh, I forgot. So I finally got the police scanner up and running. I've been tinkering with it for a bit, and it seems I finally have the frequency that the police force down here runs.
This is Officer Mike reporting on scene from the call made by Mrs. Smith. The culprit in question is currently terrorizing her flower garden, again. The Petunias have started taking hostages, requesting immediate backup. He's having them march in formation, again. And the Lilacs are currently establishing leadership, so we have a few minutes while they're disorganized to take them down.
What?